Fargo. They've done this before, and this time they're bringing in a very special guest, Paul Greenwood. Doreen Striley is the AARP North Dakota Community Outreach Director, and she's here with us this morning. Good morning, Doreen.
Hi, Heidi.
It's been a little bit since you've come to the studio.
Yeah,
we love having
a little while.
Because AARP too just brings in so many different events, of course, different topics. The hot one is scams, of course,
yes.
And so there's no shortage of that. But we got to talk about the Fraudfest Lunch and Learn because it is a big deal. Again, not the first one you've done. So tell us a little bit about it. I guess your lead speaker, Paul Greenwood.
Yeah, Paul is fantastic. I've been lucky enough to hear him a few different times, and he is a fantastic speaker, provides lots of really good information. Paul is a former deputy district attorney from San Diego, California, and he has prosecuted over 750 different felony crimes against people who have committed elder fraud in one way, shape, or form, whether it be physical, sexual, financial.
That's a high number, and just within the San Francisco area, I think.
San Diego.
San Diego area. I mean, that's just one community you're talking. Granted, it's a huge community, but just imagine then between all the big towns that we have in the country. I mean, that's impressive, unfortunately. Yeah. And so fraud, elderly, and then so he's talking about how to kind of avoid those.
Correct. And he's also going to talk about how local and federal agencies and law enforcement and others can work together to help prosecute these folks who are scamming elders. And we just think it's really important for us to all get on the same page and talk about you know, the types of fraud that are happening to people out there who are older. And what Paul brings to it is fantastic stories, opens your eyes as to what can happen. It can be your family members that can be scamming you. It can be caregivers. It can be a lot of different angles.
Especially too, because I think the focus is on the elderly, right? Senior citizens, and the baby boomers are just now becoming, you know, eligible for Social Security and everything. And so that's going to be one thing that we're watching out for. The older generation, right, is going to outweigh the younger population.
Oh, correct. You're exactly right. Each day, 10,000 people turn 65
and that's
in the
a
U.S.
lot. Yeah.
That's a lot, yeah. So that, along with by 10 years from now, people over 65 will outnumber those under 18. So we have got a growing population that is older. Sometimes there's dementia in the mix. People don't even understand they're being scammed sometimes. And so it's really, really hard for people to get their arms around this. But we're bringing Paul in to talk about how groups can work together too, how parents or children of elderly parents can also help this as well, and make sure that those folks stay safe and aren't scammed out of their hard-earned money.
So is this Lunch and Learn then kind of bring the family together to help out our like grandparents and such, or how would it, okay.
What we do for all at AARP. So we have this Lunch and Learn planned. It's at the Bismarck Events Center. I have to tell you, we already have 369 people registered for this Lunch and Learn. And we've got some seats yet available, so register now if you're interested, and that's at aarp.org/local. You can find all of that information and get registered, because registration is required. But Paul is someone you don't want to miss. He's just a fantastic speaker, and we do invite people to come who are younger and who are caring for older folks, and anybody who's in that guardianship area, legal, financial area. All are welcome, and we're doing some other things too for professionals in the afternoon. So
yeah, because I think you touched on it a little bit too. It's not just elderly. Like, I could be scammed. It doesn't matter who it is. I mean, it's just more, I guess, like the mental side that they're kind of going after, I guess.
A lot of that, yeah. And I mean, older people are just sometimes more vulnerable in some ways because they are dependent on folks to manage their finances or to handle their medications or whatever it might be. But yeah, we just want to make sure people understand that this can happen. We want people to report it, and then we want those law enforcement agencies and, you know, different agencies that help folks to make sure that these people get prosecuted who are doing these crimes.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Paul, he prosecuted 750 people just within his area. I mean, incredible numbers.
Yeah, and those are all just elder fraud.
Yeah.
Paul was here and Paul was here about 10 years ago too, and spoke to a guardianship conference that was here in Bismarck, and I was lucky enough to hear him back then. And since then, he's now become an AARP ambassador for
good.
fraud.
Yeah.
And so he's going around speaking to groups all over the place
As
now.
you should. You listen and learn, right?
He's
Lunch
awesome.
and learn.
Yeah,
Thank you, Doreen.
absolutely.
We appreciate
Thanks, Heidi.
it.